Okay.
Look out, son!
Mom?
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You're not gonna sniff the seat, are you?
Oh, hey, Mom.
Get yourself go a bit.
So, what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping? Who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again. For my civic duty. I'll be polishing the statue all day.
Oh, right. What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets you. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
Great, so this is such a fascist state.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
Am I getting stuck in a society? What the hell is it a crime scene?
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
Jeez.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please,
That's good.
please address me as Mrs. Citizen Brown. I'm sorry.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
You know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Pervert.
Interesting. What do you mean, interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially,
Funny
I
that.
suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk.
Yeah, God, if I had to live in this society, I'd be pissed out of my mind as well. Yeah, what the hell's happened to the house?
What's the deal with the house, Dad?
I don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your math-magic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
What?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
Wait a minute, we can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
What were you hiding
you
when
up
I
to?
came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
What's it?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
Funny that.
You're kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But,
What?
confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
It sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
If I could get that tape directly to.
Why don't you give me those
Doc.
videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I can see about that. Yeah, what happened to
It's
me?
about me.
I'm all ears.
Where am I?
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that math-magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
That's okay. I'm not gonna bump into myself then.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son, supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, I hear you got hit with some more demerits.
I need to distract him to
Sure.
get that
Never
videotape.
trust a guy with less than 1,000
Where's my
demerits,
guitar?
right?
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll
Wow.
music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Give me back.
Come on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because...
Yeah.
a certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl. You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Can't be that bad, can I?
Hey, demerit. Hey,
Awesome.
one more. Insufficient.
My guitar
Greetings,
back.
programs. LeBrock
Wow.
2.0. Anatomical constructs for sciences of all sorts. Boring.
I remember those big floppy disks from school. Jeez.
Nice. We didn't have a computer in the other timeline. Well, no joystick. That's lame.
Okay. What can I? I bet this is Edna doing all this. This isn't
Hill Valley.
the doc. Okay.
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Can I distract him somehow? What else we got in here?
Hey, demerit. Hey, what's for insufficiently polished shoes?
Dad? Yo, Dad.
Huh?
Oh,
Yo. Hello, son. What's on your mind?
Okay, Dad. We need to
My
talk.
hair.
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be... I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science fiction's illegal?
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which is subversive nonsense, of course.
Better societies. I think every society's better than this one. Jesus. You didn't get like this.
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema verite. These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True,
Jesus.
you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
Christ.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
You work for the Stasi.
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
Yeah, what? Come on.
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
He's still working for the big city newspaper. Is that a reference to the fact that he's the actor who played this brother in Back to the Future actually played Jimmy from Superman films with Christopher Reeves? Is that reference?
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet,
Yeah.
self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the
But
same?
really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
More so, I reckon.
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
I have an idea.
Have you seen Biff lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous.
If I
Something
could
on
get
your
the,
mind?
tape from him.
How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
So, when is this Dust My Problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow? Where am I supposed to sleep?
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
Okay, this timeline is officially a nightmare. Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son. Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
If I could get that tape,
Day in Hill Valley.
then rack up loads of fines,
Perfect place to live. That wasn't it.
I could get to see Doc. Is it going to be the same? Yeah, boy. Wait a minute, I need to get this tape somehow.
I don't have time for games.
Hey, I hear you got hit with some...
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Okay. Are these on the same pictures?
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Okay.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please
I
address
have
me
no idea.
as Mrs.
I wonder.
Vincent Brown.
Wonder.
It's just a thing. I worked so hard to get that title.
Effective against moths, mosquitoes, and tannins.
Let's head back to town. And find my hello. Where's my card? Oh, thank you. Jeez. Is it security? Ah, I'm a
Leave
that
the
security
statue
camera.
alone.
All right.
Okay, well, that's wonderful.
Mom? Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad! Mom! Knock it off, you two!
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine,
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying...
I'll do this.
Mom? Mom, look, I'm on your side. If you've got a problem, I want to help, but this is a choice you gotta make yourself.
Oh, look at you. You're such a sweet boy. I'm so glad you take after me rather than your father.
What, Lorraine? What?
Ugh! I can't live like this!
Dad, you're not helping.
Oh, but I disagree, Martin. It's important that I catch her in the act so I can get it on tape. Once it's on tape, I can show her that she has a problem.
That's ridiculous, Dad. You're acting like this is some kind of sting operation.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. There. What did you just hide? That was some sort of fruity liqueur.
It's a spray bottle of simple orange for the cleaning I'm trying to do!
Lorraine, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
right.
It's just that you're...
Right.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes.
Just can neck it now.
Commemorating on the 25th day of August this year of our Lord, 1931, the capture and incarceration of Irving Kid Tannen and the disbanding of his criminal syndicate by the heroic efforts and ingenious mind of our beloved first citizen, Emmett Lathrop Brown, by virtue of his experimental rocket car. Edna must have written that.
Where is... Hello? Am I not?
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin!
Was that a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right. I'm backsliding. But it's been so hard, what with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors, and
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
Lorraine!
No, I'm not talking to you.
Why are you acting so childish?
Why are you treating me like a child?
Why are you acting so childish?
Why are you treating me like a child?
Oh God.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
Hey Biff, you want a drink?
Hey, got a sec, Biff?
Sure, Martin. What's on your mind?
Yeah,
See you
no.
later, Biff.
Bye, Martin.
I'm gonna see my girlfriend. Oh, she's gone inside.
Locked.
Jennifer's gone into the sumo.
Soups and more. Wholesome soups, fresh vegetables, and soy-based imitation meats. Ugh.
Yeah,
Good thing I'm not hungry.
Whoa, whoa! He's with my girlfriend.
Okay. Welcome to Soupmo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Leech, was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business, and B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this timeline is really pissing me off.
Sneezing?
You got a cold
Cocaine?
or something?
Ugh, it's allergies. I swear, there's a dog hanging out around here somewhere.
A dog?
Yeah, and the stupid mutt keeps trying to steal my free samples.
You sure there's a dog around here?
Listen, smart boy, there's only two things I'm allergic to. Dogs and disco, and I don't hear no chicka-bow wow, do you?
No.
Then it's a dog.
Give me a free sample.
Where are the free samples?
Here, I keep them behind the counter.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
Fucking hell. The hell are these?
What are those things?
Those are the liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs.
Ew.
You and me both, brown noser.
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town, and he keeps going after the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
A dog? Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Jeez, McFly, relax. They're fresh, mostly.
About this dog, what's he look like?
Beats me. He's a smart little SOB. He only comes around when my back is turned.
Then how do you know it's a dog? You can smell him?
Allergies, dimwit.
Okay.
You and Jennifer? Really?
Oh, is the poor little nerd jealous?
Well, yeah, and a little disgusted.
That's probably the soup.
Yeah, okay.
What's on the
apart from
menu?
Soup.
Just soup?
And more.
More?
What falls under the more category?
We got neat loaf. It's made with textured wheat protein.
No thanks. See ya.
Smell you later. Hey! There's that mangy.
Einstein. It's Einstein.
Go get him, McFly!
Okay. I'll have that, thank you very much. Where'd he go?
He's gotta be hiding in here somewhere. You in there, Einie? Or whatever your name is these days?
Where
Not
would
a
he
sign of
would
him.
have come from? Whoa. I got that out pretty fast. What the fuck?
My spray can?
Oh,
Dork. What is it now?
you haven't seen a stray dog around here, have you?
Not since they were banned.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Fuck up. I had a spray can, now I lost a spray can. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the? Just ran behind. Oh, jeez. Okay, next week we'll try and find Einstein and find out what's going on and where the hell did he come from. Until then, adios!